Hello, algebra students. Today we're going to talk about quadratic transformations. We've been doing these quite a bit, and we're doing them in vertex form. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we need to know is the quadratic parent function. So the equation is x squared, and it's the parabola that has a vertex at 0, 0. Okay? So this is a very important thing to know when we're doing transformations, because this is what we're actually moving around. We're always starting here, moving somewhere else. So to move a parent function right, you're going to subtract in parentheses. So here I've subtracted 5 in parentheses, like in this little thing that's with the square. This moves the parent function right 5. So we're going to start at 0, 0, and we're going to move right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's our new parabola right there. Okay? So subtract being important. And if you ever get lost, just do the moving that the question asks you to do, and just find the vertex in vertex form. There's lots of different ways to do this. Moving the parent function left, you're going to add in parentheses. So if I added, that means I moved it left. If you move the parent function up, you're going to add outside the parentheses. So I don't have anything in parentheses here, but if I did, that would be there. Anything outside moves it up and down if it's added. If it's multiplied, it's something else. If you're moving it down, you subtract outside the parentheses. To make a parent function wider and narrower. Wider, the letter A, so we're talking about vertex form here. So A x minus h squared plus k. So A will be a fraction if you want it to be wider. It will be a whole number if you want it to be narrower. Okay? And last but not least, if you want to flip the parent function or make it a sad face, you put a negative out front. Now you could also have a number out here, so if I had f of x equals negative 3x squared, that would be flipped, so it would be upside down, and it would also be narrower than the parent function. So here's the practice. Go ahead and do this, answer it, and we'll move on. Oops. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what the correct answer was. This would move it right 2. On this one, I would move it left 1, and down 1. On this one, it would be 5 times narrower, and it would be shifted down 1. Here's a question like we had on Kahoot the other day. It says, if f of x is x minus 2 squared minus 3, we want to shift it down to create g of x equals x minus 2 plus c. What would c have to be? So what we would have to do is I would take f of x, and since I want to move it down, I'm going to subtract right here. So c would have to be negative 7. And that'll do it for 9-1. See y'all tomorrow.